Welcome back, companions, to the second crossover episode of The Lucky Die. Previously, Balance meets an old friend, Elias cares little for gravity, Rhal has a new translator, Sindri loses his cousin, Rhal has a moment of reflection, and Zaltanna asserts her right as Lord of the Doors. In this crumbling plain between existences, strangers from different worlds are forging their way onwards to meet with Ferrati, the warped goddess of dreams. What other existences coexist next to our own Bikron? Will our heroes learn the fates of their dead friends? And can this alliance do the impossible? Kill a god? I guess you're about to find out, as we welcome back the Dark Dice to the Lucky Die.
Through the door, the team found themselves exiting a cave. Before them was a beach, a serene scene of lapping waves and a star-filled sky with an aurora overhead. The ebbing flow of reds, greens, and yellows undulated overhead next to a strange crescent moon of sorts. Instead of a traditional crescent moon, there was a skull, largely obscured by celestial darkness. Even from this distance, the waves could be heard mutedly crashing upon the shore, and further up the beach by perhaps a mile, a lighthouse was visible, its blue light appearing once every 30 seconds.
Father Pike kind of writes himself up, holding the tapestry over his shoulder. I do not approve of these dreams. They are twisted and disgusting. Did you guys...
Yeah, well, we ain't got a choice.
Did you guys learn anything from those books? Do we know how to get out? Do we know where she is?
Geetha pointed to the lighthouse.
There. She is there. And this is a fairly safe place. So time is of the essence. We have some time here.
I don't think the books had anything really to do with getting out. Just other interesting tidbits. Well, things to do with getting spirits out, but, well, not really applicable for any of us, unless any of you are spirits. Raises an eyebrow.
No, just the rug and the tapestry.
I think we might about to be.
Rhal.
Don't be so pessimistic.
Well, I mean, that's a fair observation, but we should probably go.
Well, you said we have a little bit of time, right? Can we just take a short break to gather ourselves? You know?
Okay, well, that should be acceptable, I suppose, but you will have to probably keep walking. We don't have to run, but I would not camp here. There's not enough time.
Can Lyral explain what they found in the diary and the book to everyone, kind of in a concise manner? Because I'm not very...
Get Balance to do it, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine between Lyral and Balance, we can kind of
bring everybody up to
roughly.
speed. Yeah,
yeah, that's definitely doable.
Now, question: does she suspect that Finley is somewhere here as well because the connection in the book that she found, or no?
That would imply that Finley was dead.
So her purpose is probably to try to find him and see if she can bring him out because it's one at a time. But she doesn't...
But you're not under the impression that he's dead. Previously, it hasn't been said that he's deceased.
Wouldn't I be questioning that he's dead now, though, because of the...
I guess you could question he's dead, but none of the information previously is... I guess never mind. Yeah.
So she's going to think to herself, there has to be a way to get him out. And he would be the one person that would exchange the body and get out, since the spirits can get out one at a time. So she would be probably focusing on trying to find him, but she doesn't relay this level of detail to everyone.
And Lyral did.
Okay.
And while we're at explanations, Balance is also going to request that if anybody sees the Screaming Lady again, do not attack and get his attention. His being get Balance's attention.
Yeah.
Not to attack the creature.
Please
Balance.
don't. Hi.
What happened back there with that lady?
I think that might be Ninverna.
Oh. I'm sorry. And she walks over and kind of like pats him awkwardly. That awkward, like when your friend is in pain but you don't know what to do, pat.
The shoulder, just like the pat, pat, pat.
Yeah.
Reaches up.
But except for she's like really tiny, so probably it's more like patting you on the thigh.
Okay.
Your friend is
on the
infernal.
hip.
You're not a gnome.
Or on the hip.
Valen patted him on the back, too. Your friend is infernal?
I'm sorry?
Infernal, you'll say.
No, her name is Ninverna. She was a friend of mine from a long time ago. We've been trying to find her spirit because she, I thought, perished, but I think that she may be here, and I think that Screaming Lady is her.
The smell of vomit dissipated somewhat as Valen stepped away from Balance.
Oh, good.
Lyral nods her head at Balance. I am sorry to hear this. Pain is ever present.
I don't think it's just pain, it's guilt. I am partially to blame for why she is here.
What happened?
You sent her to the stream bramble?
Not intentionally. I have certain abilities that were acquired through less than ideal means, which, when I acquired them, I was unable to control and accidentally blew her brains out because of it.
I can understand the guilt.
And this happened because you were forcing down your powers?
Because I had the powers forced upon me and had no idea how to control them.
But you know how to control them now.
To a precise T.
Young man, we all have things happen to us. You're no more to blame than a child that didn't know how to swim.
Speaking of swimming, Rhal is definitely walking in the water more than he's walking on the beach.
I just imagine cartoon style, like Rhal is floating on his back in the water, shooting like a spray of water out of his mouth, backstroking.
He's not that deep in the water. He's like probably waist deep. He just wants to wade in it to calm himself down.
That
He likes the water.
is the most adorable thing in the world.
The water was gentle and cool.
Oh, Rhal.
Well, he likes the
Rhal,
water.
you're such a sweetheart.
It was curious to discover that while the water did indeed move from the tide, it lacked life and the flourishings of organic movement.
Is it salty?
The water smelled salty.
You gonna try it?
Not gonna try.
Damn it.
He just wants to wade in it to calm himself down. He's not like trying to drink from the ocean. He's been on the ocean before.
He knows what an ocean
But it's a
is.
dream ocean.
Bless his
Oh,
socks.
maybe it's cotton candy and this balance. The ocean is cotton candy and dreams. Come on.
No, this ocean is only dream. I don't think it's cotton whatever.
Lyra looks at the others. If this is all a dream, can we conjure things that we think of? Try it.
No.
It's not our dream. I would doubt it, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Zaltanna thinks of a really big pizza.
And Zaltanna thought of a really big pizza.
Lyriel thinks of like the best armor that she can, the best Underdark has to offer, and imagines it appearing in front of her.
Some kind of mushroom.
Lyral thought of this, closed her eyes, thought a little bit harder, and opened them in disappointment. Reith looked at her confused.
She shrugs and pats his head. And just, it was worth trying.
Now I just really want that pizza.
It's certainly a thought.
What's Elias up to?
Well, what do you think Elias is doing while people are talking?
I'm gonna go
Getting
drinking.
shit-faced.
You're right. He's sat down in the sand halfway between the water and everyone else, and he's just drinking.
But we're walking while
walking,
we're
dude.
talking,
You're
though.
Oh, you're right. Then he's between the water and the water and the people, walking off by himself, drinking, muttering about how everyone is ridiculous. And he made so many mistakes joining this group.
He regrets everything.
Listen, I just got here and I feel like I'm being attacked.
I don't know what you mean. Everyone roll one of your hit dice.
All right.
I can't.
You tell me you don't have any hit dice.
I am still at my max HP, which is severely nerfed after the necrotic damage and the third loss.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry about it.
Wasn't that a third loss to our total HP, not our max? Or whatever?
It's temporarily reducing your max.
Oh, so if we do the hit dice, it's not going to do anything for us.
It depends if you've lost any health recently.
It'll do something for me because I've lost damage in other ways.
Oh, I didn't get
lost
damage.
I've taken damage.
I didn't get damaged at all. I was like, let's take a short rest so that we can get our HP that we lost when we came in back. But nope.
I am still at my grand total of 25 instead of 45.
That's okay. I'm here to be the wall between you and getting hurt.
That's
my job.
Zaltanna is the door to get to the others.
Zaltanna, that is why she's the Lord of Doors. It's not because she goes into all the doors first. It's because she is the door.
You have to go through Zaltanna to get to the others.
Wow. Sindri, what are you up to?
I think that once the conversation kind of died down, he slowed back down and went to Rowena.
Valen was surprised as well and followed. She is here too.
Yes. It's... What are you doing in this dream realm?
It is a very long story. I will tell you after we leave.
All right. Yeah, she's here. She's sick. Lady Githa is taking care of us as is.
Well, we will overcome this. With you, I am sure of it. I was, when you see I was stuck and falling, I was thinking over and over again, like, who would I want to see? Who would I want? Who would I like to see? Who could help me in this situation? And I thought myself thinking of you. Surely enough, here you are. It is a blessing.
Here I am. Did you... Maybe really hoping for something in this dream realm makes it come true?
Perhaps.
At this point, Rowena drops Nightcap.
Father Westpike bends over and picks it up. He just kind of holds it in his hand.
She's turned exceptionally pale. You can see that the circles around her eyes have become deeper and more intense, even though you know that she probably hasn't slept the last few nights out of choice. You notice those circles are very, very large, way larger than you would expect them to be. And you also see there's a slight depression in the center of her forehead.
For clarification, what happened to her?
To Rowena?
Yes, she did not look that weird.
She is very sick. Been getting sicker by the day. She traveled with me and took upon herself a lot of guilt. And I think it may be figuratively and literally eating her up inside. Father Westpike slips his silly little nightcap on her head. She needs to rest. She needs to sleep.
All right, we are almost here. I leave this to you, heroes. I will follow.
The witch motioned ahead while Valen stood behind her, ensuring that she kept her word. What was the team's marching order into the lighthouse?
I want to be up front.
Same.
I would like to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'm close behind the front people, but not brave enough to be front.
Oh.
Melee at the front, Monks in the middle, casters in the back.
Yes, I'd like to be in the front as well, behind the people in the front.
Okay, so Lyral was in the middle row?
So we have the dwarven front line, we have the monk and the ranger in the middle, and we're balanced at the back.
Hanging out with,
with
the
all
sick
the other
people.
non-combatants.
Cool.
What's Elias?
A monk.
Okay, so we got the
Monk squad.
Monk squad.
monk squad.
Monk squad. Hey, can we do the fusion dance? Is that a thing?
If you two find an interesting way to combine your attacks together, I will totally go for it.
Yes.
Beyond the door as it opened was simply blackness. Those with dark vision were forced to presume that the darkness ahead was in fact magical in nature.
So Lyral then just doesn't ask, she just goes to the front.
Without hesitation, Lyral stepped through the darkness with a confidence only found in Drow royalty.
That doesn't seem like a great idea considering you're
Calm down.
a bow and arrow kind of girl.
No response from Lyral was heard.
Zaltanna steps into the darkness.
Father Westpike steps like side by side with her.
Team Dwarf, I'm so happy with this.
Hashtag Team Dwarf, hashtag Team Elf.
Yep. Hashtag Team
Hashtag
Monk.
Team Monk.
Yes.
Yep.
We have the pairs. This is incredible.
God, that's going to be a Twitter poll if ever there was one.
Yeah. Which team is the best team?
Clearly dwarf.
Team Dwarf.
Yeah, I say Team Dwarf because we're the most cohesive. We're both dwarves. We're both religious, and we both have shields.
Yeah, but
So we're the most cohesive of all of us.
here's my argument. Elias probably thinks Rhal is in his imagination, so that makes him an imaginary friend, which makes it the best.
So if he actually starts taking damage and starts doing things, you need a sanity to check. So wait, is that real?
Probably.
Hashtag army of one.
Amazing. Okay.
Raw thinks he's in a fever dream.
The monks are very confused.
Team Monk is team not sure they're actually here.
Team delusion.
Team delusional. Okay, you guys step into the darkness, and it takes a moment to blink the darkness from your eyes. It literally takes a single blink. And what you see before you is a large room. It has a sort of theatre-esque feel to it. So it's would be like a sunken pit. Up and around you, you see that there are plenty of rows of benches and chairs, and you see a range of slightly transparent, incorporeal people there. Some of them look extremely beaten and broken. You see parts of their spirit missing arms, missing faces, missing chests, missing legs, but they're all around there. Some of them are screaming, some of them are whole, some of them aren't. But what you notice most immediately when you walk in is that you see the screaming lady behind a very large, terrifying looking creature.
That loosely resembled a giant humanoid head, formed of a mix of vapor, glistening chitinous flesh, and extra-dimensional silk wrought from the stuff of dreams and nightmares. The face was effeminate, humanoid, yet unplaceable, save for a fierce scowl. The longer the team stared into the face, the more they were able to notice something off about its appearance. The visage actually being formed of the long limbs of a gigantic misshapen spider, covered in large stalks that protruded from its main body, each stalk ending in a small red eye. The two primary eyes of the face, now resembling more of a skull as the creature unfurled itself, began to give off a hypnotic golden light as its hair, made up from the creature's dozens of thin legs, began to shift closer still, giving the illusion of a floating head that gave forth a silent rasp.
You see this creature with the screaming lady down, almost assisting them in this theatre. Let's call it an operating a theatre of sorts. In the centre there is a stone plinth. On this stone plinth you recognise your spectre friend. He is bound, he is gagged, he is held to this stone plinth, and you see this creature, their many legs, one of them operating as hands as they claw into the flesh of the spectre, and the scream is like nothing you've ever heard before.
As the team stared upon the face of the goddess of dreams, they were required to make a sanity check.
Oh no.
Ooh, fun. Getting to love those.
14.
Oh, shit.
That's a good sound.
Oh no,
like a
it
one.
was 6.
Nope.
I'm fucked.
I have a 17.
That's a
17.
13 on my side, Travis.
Under a 15 will be 15 sanity damage.
Fuck.
Travis, I just passed 100.
Oh no!
Oh, this is
Oh no, that
fun.
smile. I hate it.
Santi scores. Sindri.
Westpike, what do you get?
Sindri got 13.
And you are now over 100?
Yes.
Okay. Balance, what do you get?
I rolled a 14.
And what is your new sanity?
34.
Elias, what are you at? Did you pass? Elias, did you pass?
Yeah, I passed. Sorry, I had 17.
Okay. Rhal, did you pass?
Yes, 17.
Zaltanna, did you pass?
No, I absolutely did not. I think I got a 10.
She did not. She got a 10.
Yeah, I got a 10.
What's your new sanity counter?
Oh, what? How many more am I taking?
15.
39.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
she's fine. No, they're fine. No, don't be worried about. They're fine.
Lyral, you failed. What is your new total for sanity?
So I rolled a 6, or, in total it was a 6. And so my new one is, 39 as well.
Okay. Exciting. You guys are starting to lose your perception of reality. My information will now get less reliable. Do you want to frighten them, Volley, or not?
Do I want to frighten
Yes.
them?
Should they be frightened if they failed, yes or no? Is that too cruel?
Let's go with no.
No,
Let's
easy enough.
take benevolence upon this. They have seen some pretty weird shit recently. This is just yet another weird thing in a very bizarre set of 3 hours.
Easy enough. You have disadvantage when attacking on the first round of combat, and that's it.
That's fair.
Okay.
Take that.
And Father Westpike, we'll get to you on your turn.
So I guess that means initiative?
Yes.
Did you want to use the same initiatives as last time?
I think the answer may be no for them.
Fair enough.
Let's give everyone a new chance at initiative.
Yeah, please don't
let's
make
do it.
me roll on that one.
yeah, we'll be kind. Ish. Okay, Father Westpike.
4.
Jesus, you really need Rowena. What do you do without her? You're just going to die. Elias.
19.
Rhal.
14.
Nice. Team Monk. Kick. Balance.
16.
Zaltanna.
10.
Huzzah. And Lirel.
18.
Okay, this is the hellscape you see before you guys. Elias, you're top of the round, my man.
I don't want to do anything. But I guess I'll throw a dart at it just to see if it's real.
Do you want to see if it's real?
Yeah, by
Do you want to
throwing
perceive
something
it?
at it.
Oh, that's your method.
That's
You're not
what I-
going to try and perceive it. You're just going to throw something at it.
No, I'm just going to throw something at it.
Spoken like a true monk.
I love it.
If I hit it and it doesn't contact.
Well, that's not going to work because I rolled 2, so it's a total of 9.
Well, it doesn't pass
Highly-
through it. You just go nowhere near it.
Makes sense.
It's all the drinking.
It is all the drinking.
Cool. Yeah, you throw a dart at it, and it goes completely and utterly wide. You hear it basically clatter off the. You hear it clatter off of the stone plinth in front of her, just bouncing over the bizarre spectre thing that is there. Basically, a very large creature with a lot of centipedes and maggot type things crawling out from the various eye sockets. It's very skeletal in appearance and is wearing a very long cloak. Walking into the room, you think the coldness may emanate from that. Just
I
for
want to
the
go back.
Dark Dice crew. Fun times. All right. It's now. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm going to stay near the wall on the outside.
Okay. I'm not going to help your buddy. Team Monk.
All right, fine. I'll stay near Rhal.
You passed through him.
Oh no! I knew he was fake.
Oh, no, sorry. You passed your sanity check, right?
Yeah.
Elias bumps into him. No, he's okay.
Oh my god. Okay, you buddy up to your friend who's definitely real.
I think I'm real.
Wow,
I bump into it. I'm like,
excited
you're seeing this, right? Whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lirel, what do you want to do? Team Mug are having a freak out.
I want to try casting Absorb Elements to see if it does anything. Because I remember Lady Geether mentioned earlier that there are some rooms where magic can be used, so I would like to test that.
So the spell appeared to be working as it should be.
And I relay to the others that magic can be used here so that I tell Balance to, Balance, translate. We may use magic here.
Okay, done.
I like she's talking to him like he's like a voice-to-speech activator. Balance,
yes,
translate.
like Siri, you know?
Balance, translate.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry, did you meant to say?
Yes, you have determined that you can definitely use magic in this room. Is there anything you want to do? Do you want to get closer to it? Do you want to try doing anything else?
Which specter is being tormented by it? Who is it?
So there is literally a creature called a spectre. It is the one that is literally tied to the stone plinth in front of this horrific crab-looking creature with a gazillion legs that isn't a spider, but it's basically a spider.
It's the one we described we were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's their friend. So we have their friend on the plinth who looks scary and covered in maggots and basically is like a huge skeletor with with a cloak. We have horrific looking, not a spider, not a crab kind of creature standing behind that. And behind that on this ground, you also see the screaming the shrieking lady.
Okay. I want to apply the drow armor to myself if I don't already have it on, and take a couple steps toward the screaming lady. Not toward the creature.
Okay, good to know. All right, cool, interesting. All right, you take a few steps towards her. You can't quite get there in this round, but yes, you take a few steps towards her. That's cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. Nice. All right, next up, it is Balance.
Hi.
Hi, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at the creepy spider crab thing and say, "You're in my way. Move." And I'm going to use one of my new abilities. I'm going to use Psychic Grip, and I'm going to use my Psionic Surge.
Sure.
So, my Psionic Surge is I basically lose my focus and impose disadvantage on a saving throw.
Okay.
So, blood pours out of the corner of Balance's eyes.
Can it just be one? Because that would just be rad.
Sure. Out of one eye, blood pours down. Very Uchiha style. This is Naruto now.
Please no.
And Balance reaches a hand out towards her, and Psychic Grip. As an action, you target one creature you can see within 60 feet. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw, or it is paralyzed until your concentration ends. At the end of each of its turns, it can repeat the saving throw. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, you can use your reaction to force the target to move up to half its speed, even though it's paralyzed.
Interesting. As you throw your hand out to try and do this and you feel blood pouring out of one of your eyes, the creature kind of like turns and swivels one of the eyes in its eye socket to look directly at you, and you just feel your other eye begin to slowly bleed and trickle, but the creature doesn't seem at all affected.
Fuck me.
You failed. Or correction, they succeeded.
Oh, good. Even with disadvantage? Fuck.
Yes.
Great. That's all I can do.
Do you want to move? Do you have a bonus action?
Fuck
Oh, no,
no.
your bonus action was your surge, right?
No, the surge is just...
Your thing. Okay. All right.
I can only do it once, though, so...
All right. That's you out then. Okay. This now puts it on to Rhal.
Okay, can you describe to me how Spectre's being held down?
There are ropes that are tied around the arms and the legs. They're basically like sprawled out. So there's one arm as far as left it can, and the other one as far as down. It looks like it's almost a bit like a rack, I guess, with like the pulling on the arms. The rope is anchored into the ground either side of this plinth. Just tied down with ropes. Sorry, I do apologize. Webbing. I do apologize.
Webbing.
Yes. Webbing.
Okay. Is it thick, like webbing that's gonna... Do I feel like I could get through that in any reasonable amount of time to set him free?
If you had sharp enough weapons or potent enough acid, I guess. These webs are quite thick. They're very viscous. They look very sticky. They've got like a very bizarre kind of like multicolored sheen to them. Some places they may look a little bit transparent, like they're kind of phasing, but They look very bizarre, but mostly they look very thick and very sticky. Weirdly coloured. You could try melting through it with acid. You could try cutting it with weapons. I don't suggest bludgeoning because that's probably not going to do anything.
No.
It will take you time to get through.
Okay. Yeah, I think Rhal would do that. He would at least try it. So,
Okay. Let's say you go to try and do one of the arms.
Yeah, he'll basically, I want to like use acid, but also like pull away at the webbing. So I guess he like spits acid into his hands and uses that to like try to tear through, make his hands kind of acidic to where it will eat through the webbing, and he's just going to start ripping away at it.
Okay. All right, I need you to make a strength check at me. It would normally be a disadvantage because of the strength of these, but you're using your acid to help you out.
Okay. Nat 20.
God damn it. Basically, you walk over to the spectre, you spit in each of your hands. It's like, this is unpleasant. And you just stick your hand straight into the webbing, give it a good grip, let it dissolve a little bit, and you smell and feel that weirdness of like, yeah, this is getting smaller. And you just pull your arms back, and one of his arms is completely freed from this webbing. Good job there.
Yay. Do you want me to take acid damage?
No, you got a nat 20.
Okay.
Fuck this. The web absorbed it. Let's just say that's the reason it was so thin. You were just gonna rip it out like a He-Man. That's amazing, dude. That's unbelievably amazing. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think that there's anything that is smart for me to do at the moment. No. In Rhal's eyes, the specter friend helps him out with all of his dumb shit, so I'm gonna try to get him free.
Okay, that's cool. All right, Zaltanna.
Gonna go and attack at it with my sword, my truly great sword.
Your truly great sword.
Yeah, I am.
Go on and go.
And then I have disadvantage, right? So I have to roll 2 more times. Don't we have disadvantage on our first attack?
Yeah, your first attack is disadvantage, so that will be a 15 to hit. Which I believe is a fail. Yep, the first one fails. Are you just going to go like swing at her? Are you jumping over the plinth? Are you running around? Where are you positioning yourself?
I'm going to go just straight up swing. I don't know, jump over whatever I got to jump over and kick the crap out of her.
Okay. You, as like...
I want to say I'm jumping onto her.
Oh, damn. That's... Okay, cool. The first one misses because you're trying to more concentrating on getting a good foothold. But the second one of the 25 definitely connects. You've jumped onto her because that's just kind of funny to me. And you take your sword and you just slash it hard down. And she takes 7 slashing damage. I have to ask the question, are you going to do it?
Well, since I only got 7 slashing damage, I kind of feel like I gotta.
Okay, go for it.
That's some bullshit. I got another 6, but I'm bringing down the holy thunder.
Is it a fiend or undead?
As you slash down with Cal the truly great sword, and you plunge into its kind of like weird fleshy stalky areas, and you see the bolt of lightning come down from Tyr himself. There is no additional damage, no.
Other than the smite damage?
Other than the smite damage, okay. There is no. It's not a fiend, and it's not undead.
Oh hey, we're killing a god. Cal must be so happy right now.
How is Cal feeling right now? What does he say?
Well,
we haven't heard from Cal in so many episodes.
We gotta get Rethix in here.
Give Rethix something to do.
This doesn't count.
That's just everything I ever hoped for.
Nailed it. All right, someone remind me later. I need to send Rethix that line.
Perfect.
All right, so you plunge this in. Tyr himself smites through Callan Morn's joy. You're not sure if it's Callan Morn's joy that's smashing this thing to pieces or Tyr. You're not really sure. Maybe half a dozen of each. And yeah, in total, they'll take 7 slashing and 6 radiant. Now Zaltanna has done this piece of amazingness. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you have a bonus?
Do I have a bonus?
Vow of enmity.
I will be vowing my enmity against it.
Okay.
I want to go back and say that I did that. Well, no, I'll do it now. Whatever.
We'll do it now because I think that changes your advantage.
It would, yeah.
So
I'm vowing my enmity, and the way I'm doing this is she's saying, I don't like fucking spiders.
You feel Tears' approval at this statement. Maybe
Tears
mine.
like
This is no longer a vow of enmity, it's a vow of sanity.
Yeah. Vow of sanity.
Do I get any sanity points back for that?
Do you not for the sheer cheek roll a d6? And that's what you get back. Okay, it is now for the Westpikes go.
So, Travis, how bad is it?
Father Westpike could see her, right in front of her. Giant, creepy spider woman. But he could also see something moving to his left. A creature with 3 glowing sockets in place of a face. The creature moved quickly from behind him to the side, then Ferrati, the spider goddess of dreams.
Then Father Westpike turns on his heels, holds up his hammer, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame on the nameless god.
Silent one.
Silent one.
Damn it! Oh, yeah. I fucked that up.
It's been months.
It has been a while.
That's no excuse for this kind of fuck up. He needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
So Sacred Flame, right? That's the thing where you call down flame from heaven itself, right?
Yeah, a pillar of light shines upon the location, and the person has...
Please roll damage.
It's a d8, and it's 7 radiant damage. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck am I burning?
Balance was now required to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck's sake. Aethor, you always fucks me.
He didn't actually damage you last time he played with you.
I got an 8.
Yeah, he'll be taking that.
7.
How much damage?
7 radiant damage, so that's double damage
Fuck's
for evil
sake.
creatures like you.
As Father Westpike struck the Silent One, it glared at him and gave off a hissing sound as it pulled a mask of flesh over its face. The creature now resembled Balance for all intents and purposes, and Father Westpike was unable to find the real Balance anywhere in sight.
Yeah.
I need to.
Balance turns to you. Ow, what the fuck?
I need to ask. Did you say double damage? What the fuck?
I was joking. I was implying that Balance is a horrid creature of the Underdark.
Okay, fair enough. It's an easy mistake to make, I guess.
He was being racist again. Oh no.
Stop it, Aethor.
God, I'm so surprised.
Quiet, you overgrown lizard.
Yeah. But Balance, stop it, you guys. We're at the end. Come on, guys, let's focus. You, Balance, as you go to like ready yourself for the next attack, as you're going to go to do something or dodge out where it's coming, you don't expect the pillar of fire to land upon your entire being, and you just feel your skin crackle and burn for just the minutest of seconds. And there's only one place this is going to come from: the person who was calling the fire down in the first place.
What the fuck?
Your facade slips.
We're on the same team here.
Father Westpike is holding his hammer up, defiantly, shield in front of him, and he just goes, "Your facade slips, Silent One."
What?
It was then Ferrati's turn, and what a turn it was.
Oh no.
What a turn. Go forth, Ferrati. What are you doing, Ferrati?
Ferrati opened the mouth of the visage and spat forth an extra-dimensional web in an arc toward those in front of her.
An arc towards the people in front of him. So that would include, at this moment, Rhal, Elias, Zaltanna.
Zaltanna was on top of her.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just Team Monk.
And maybe Lyral.
No, Lyral is off trying to get to the Shrieking Lady.
Okay, she'd be fine.
Yeah,
so it would just be...
It's just Team Monk, because I believe that Sindria, though he would have been at the front, is sort of back there with Balance since he called the flame down upon his head. So, yeah, we'll go with Team Monk. Go on, Team Monk.
What saving throw?
That would be a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
No, you're just taking 20 damage
Okay.
flat.
Yeah, flat 20 damage. There you go.
22.
Raw was fine.
What am I rolling?
Yes, please.
What?
Yes, dexterity. Sorry.
Okay.
I think
What am I rolling? Yes.
Yes.
everybody heard I am rolling.
Yeah, we heard it, but you didn't roll.
No, it's a 15, but
It's an 18 actually. Zaltanna's aura. Don't forget.
Yes, still time.
then it's an 18.
I has an aura.
Okay. Both party members successfully dodged it.
Both pass, yeah. As you see her just like literally like open her mouth and this web shoots out, the pair of you just like look at each other and dodge sideways as this thing goes pew, straight between you. It's skillful dodging. Good.
We
good
push
job,
each
guys.
other out of the way. It's like, no.
That is so adorable. I think that should be
At the same time, get down!
They basically, you guys reach out and push each other's shoulders and knock each other to the ground. It's a beautiful. You're not prone or anything. It's just flavor text. That's so beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy by this.
Good.
All right, what's Ferrati now up to?
Ferrati's eyes now quickly focused on Zaltanna, who was forced to make a wisdom saving throw.
But I'm so bad at that. I'm not wise at all. That's what I have balance for.
Wait,
Why do you have me? I have a shit wisdom.
You're supposed to be the wisest one.
Wait.
No, I'm the intelligent one.
I'm the wise one.
I'm getting very concerned about the stats of the TLD crew.
Oh, it's bad. It's super bad, dude.
But I got a 22 anyway, so like, eat it maybe?
Zaltanna,
Oh boy.
plus your
It's that vow of sanity.
Yeah.
Aura.
Yeah.
What does my aura give me? I should know
3.
this
Plus
'cause it's
3.
on my sheet. Plus 3, thank you. So that's a 25. So definitely eat it.
Zaltanna felt a presence clawing at her mind, but in a blink she was able to cast it off.
You can't hypnotize me. I have too many muscles for that.
Have rocks in the brain.
Wow,
Don't
the
work.
weirdest put down in the history ever.
I mean,
I got
the brain is a muscle, you're not wrong.
Oh boy. Okay, Elias, please save us.
Zaltanna has so many brain muscles.
Okay. Elias, after having been hiding in the back for so long due to the events of the last the last episode or whatever.
Yes.
It's been a long time. I forgot what happened. Finally shakes off that funk and is like, okay, fuck this, and is gonna charge Ferrati.
Okay, are you charging over the plinth? Or are you charging around the plinth? Are you
I'm
using
charging over
Rhal
the
as a booster? I don't know. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm gonna call to Rhal. I'm gonna jump off Rhal onto Ferrati so I can attack her.
Okay.
Cheerleader toss.
Cheerleader toss me.
Rhal, are you helping?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, in that case, you can have advantage.
Yes.
This is so ridiculous.
Well, with my advantage, my first attack is a 24.
Holy fuck, yes.
And that's 9 damage.
Uh-huh. So you clock her a good one in one of the fleshy eye stalk things. Cool.
Yep. And then as flare checks, I'm bouncing over her, so I want to grab one of her eye stalks and pull as I go down the other side.
Oh, that's so disgusting. I'll take it.
That's a 16. Does it hit?
Yes, that hits just.
Okay, cool. Because that's another 9 damage.
Oh boy.
And
how'd you hurt her with this one? I think pulling the eye stalk is a pretty good amount of damage there.
Oh, yeah, just I yank on her eye stalk as I come down. And then I'm going to use my key point to do a flurry of blows.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see if I can get her twice more. Nope, that was a 3.
No, that's a huge fail.
Okay, and that's 17.
That one hits, yes.
And that's an 8 damage, and because that gives me, I forgot exactly what it's called. It gives me my drunken technique. I spin, hit her one last time, and roll back off the plinth. So I've disengaged from her.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say you basically just you give four tugs on her eye stalk, but you get 3 really good ones, and the last one, as you roll away, you just take the eye stalk with you, just like this fountain of blood, just
I love some good gross gore.
Yeah, gotta love some gore, baby. Okay, you have effectively disengaged and severely harmed this creature. Lorel, what would you like to do?
So I would like to take a couple steps toward the screaming lady, and I have a quick question before I decide on this.
Okay.
Warding wind, would that, because she's more of an entity than a person, would that help if I cast that and then tried to do damage to her? I'm not sure. if this would be applicable in this situation.
Warding wind encircles you in a 10-foot radius, extinguishing unprotected flames, deafening any creatures in the area. Range attacks that pass through are rolled with disadvantage, and
Probably
fog
not.
gets blown away. So basically, this would protect you, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. So I cast Warding Wind around myself, and then I will take the staff. Let's see. Do I want to do the staff, or do I want to use... Sorry, 1 second. Just want to...
No, don't kill my friend. My friend.
You can yell that at her. You see her. You see this like magical wind appear around her as she seems to be menacing in on the Shrieking Lady.
I'm definitely saying, don't kill her.
Oh no, don't say that.
I'm...
It's my friend.
Question. Okay.
Now suddenly
Quick
tempted.
question before I decide here.
Yeah.
So if I do kill her, will the spirits be... Will it be easier to free the spirits? That's my question. Or does she not really have too much to do with it?
From your reading that you two did earlier, killing her basically kills her. It doesn't free her to take her body as a host.
Okay.
Killing her would just kill her.
Okay.
Killing her spirit would just basically, erase her from existence. So far as you two can tell, the spirits need to be they need to have their spiritual form not destroyed to be able to bond with another person to get out.
Okay.
But are you looking to try and help her get out? Is that what I'm picking up?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I do that, it's getting me closer to my goal, which is finding Finley, and it'll get me an ally too, because then Balance will probably more likely want to help me. That's my thought process.
Okay, I'm going to ask the question here. Are you trying to get Ninverna to share your body? I asked that with a look of utter horror. But this is what I feel like I'm picking up.
I think that's what she's saying, but I'm not sure.
I'm trying to weigh my options here. I don't know if that would be a good idea though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a real heavy
Stuck
option.
here.
That's a real heavy option.
Let me put it like this. You have used your main action to cast Warding Wind around yourself. You cannot absorb it in this... you cannot offer to absorb her in this...
Okay. In that case,
this
can I
turn.
step toward the other entity that has its eye stalk removed?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll do that.
The eye stalk entity is Ferrati.
All right, screw that. I'm not. Forget it.
No, come over here. Come closer. It's great.
You took it...
The moment when both Valanda and I are having a panic attack.
Oh, no. I'll deal with it. I have a plan. I'll come up with something, but... Iguafo. Okay, so you take a step towards Ferrati, towards the big, horrible creature. But that was basically your action to cast your Warding Wind, so... Oh, cool. That's where you're at. Okay, cool beans. Oh, my God. All right, Balance.
Hi.
Hi.
God, I need this. All right. Balance is going to do what he's do best. He's going to look at Zaltanna and infuse her with psionic energy and say, Zaltanna.
Yeah.
Again.
What?
Another one.
And another one. Okay.
Sorry, I love the idea. That's literally what happens. She's like, again, she's like, what? Oh, right.
Oh, right. Sword thing. Got it. Yeah.
Again, what? You didn't finish that sentence. Oh. Yeah, the sword. Okay, I can do that.
All right,
That's
go for
And
it.
remember, you have advantage on both attacks because of your vow.
Indeed
Right.
you do.
Zaltanna is the instrument of my murder.
She is indeed.
I'm okay with that. Zaltanna likes being a murder instrument. Zaltanna also really wants to kill this thing herself so that she can absorb its soul into Cal. Because I really want to see what happens
shit, if that happens.
no.
if I absorb
no.
the soul of a god into my truly great sword.
Valanda, make something terrible happen if that happens.
That will
no.
be an Iguatfo when we get back to the other side to give me time to deal with that kind of shenanigan.
So those are 2 20s.
They both hit.
Mm-hmm. And I can only cast one more.
You're going to do it though, aren't you?
Oh, of course I'm going to do it.
I'm so proud of you.
God, I just really want you to crit so that there could be another fucking thunder wave
Oh
on
man,
top of
yeah,
this
boy,
god.
that would hurt.
So bad. So much want. Okay. So that's 7 more damage on top of that 14 damage.
Okay, so yeah, we basically see you slash left, slash right, and on your like slashing right, just as you arc out, just as you get to the point of your like your sword being the furthest away at the end of the second strike, you just see an arc of lightning go from the very tip and just smash into the very center mass of her. It's bright, it's cheerful, it's calling down the holy thunder. All right, that's
Bring down the holy thunder.
yeah, that's beautiful. Very, very nice. Okay.
Oh,
Did I kill her though? Did I kill her yet?
No, you did not know.
I want her soul.
Steal your soul.
I steal your soul. Okay, Zaltanna. No, that was Balance's go. Balance, what are you doing with the rest of it?
No, I don't feel like teleporting anywhere. I'm good.
Okay, Rhal. You've just helped your #team monk to do the flip into Barati. What do you want to do?
Rhal's gonna look at his specter friend and say, "Try to get yourself out." And then he's going to run over and punch a lot
punch a lot.
at the big, terrifying double spider. How many legs does it have? At least double.
At last,
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
punch it.
A lot. It's
double
yeah.
spider.
Okay, go
I
for
am gonna say, I
the.
thought Neil was saying, I'm going to punch Elias, and I was like, well, that seems rude.
What?
It's a bro punch. It's like that.
Why would
And
we
then
punch
I-
you?
Well, then I realized he said a lot, but it just,
All
my
right,
brain didn't process.
let's go for it.
17
That hits.
for 5.
Okay.
11. Ooh.
That fails.
22.
That one hits.
And then I'm going to do the key point for the extra hit because that's what Rhal does when he's panicked.
Okay.
And 22 for 10.
Okay. I want to take liberty here and say that as your companion has just ripped off one of these eye stalks, you just go to Tao in the hole that has just been made. Like the kind of big fleshy, like torn parts, you just like pew, 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 straight into
Cool.
those, causing some horrific shrieks to be coming out.
I'm
from
trying to get
Ferrazzi.
in that eye stalk and punch its brain.
Aw. I thought it was going to be like one of those boxing, the dangly things, and you're just going at it like this.
All right, you put like okay, you just use one fist, like you just punch the same area over and over. All right.
I'm gonna punch my way into that eye hole and punch its damn brain out.
Okay, that is incredible. All right,
Jesus
perfect.
Christ.
So that's
I'm so happy. That's 23 in
23?
total. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
23 damage.
All right. Is there any? That was everything. So that was your move, your
That's all-
action, and
yeah,
your bonus. Okay.
I'm done.
Zaltanna, baby.
Oh God, please.
Fingers crossed.
Come on, girl.
Dear Tyr, please. Please.
Crit. Please?
Casey, stop. Roll a religion check for me.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
The check is high. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. You don't feel any particular inspiration from Tyr.
That
You
was.
got that 12 out of the way.
I wish.
So the next ones can be 20s.
Oh, that's how it works.
Neither of them were crits, but they're all fucking over. But one of them was over 20, and it's so annoying. I want a fucking crit so bad.
All right. So
I could
you
feel
slash-
it.
Unfortunately, you slashed twice. There is no cooldown from Tyr. There is no divine influence. He either trusts you to do this job on his own, or you're just not quite pious enough right now. Who knows?
I'm just gonna. She's gonna yell at Cal and be like, "Why can't you fucking bring down your own thunder?"
It's because Tyr knows that she wants it for selfish reasons.
Make me touch your hand for stupid reasons.
Okay, so you slash left, you slash right. Are you trying to avoid the area that Rhal is in, or are you going to help him like dig down to the brain of this creature?
Yeah, how big is this creature?
You know, I'm gonna make that
huge.
hole
Is
bigger.
It's massive.
Pretty big.
So that I'm gonna make
Okay.
that hole a lot bigger for him.
Okay. You
Here,
you
let me
guys.
help you get in there.
Get in there.
That
Destroy
gross
that
thing you're
brain.
doing. Here, let me assist.
I'm into it. I'm
That's,
into it. Destroy that brain.
That's disgusting and amazing. Okay,
I'm
Sindri.
into it.
Travis, what does Sindri see?
He knew what he saw, but what did he want to do now?
Sindri, like, screams at Balance. How close is Balance to Wallander? To fucking Rowena.
He was within 15
Rowena.
feet.
Rowena. sorry.
Rowena.
Yeah.
Rwanda.
I saw that movie.
Sorry, Rowena. Sindri, like, screams at Balance. Step away from my cousin. And I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good. To your eyes, I'm just casting a spell randomly.
Oh, okay. This is very interesting. Your eyes kind of begin to glaze over, and you see very, very bizarre auras around everybody around you. Your companions, Elias is a little bit hazy, a little bit grey. Rhal is, let's say, the darker side of grey. Let's say like charcoal, like charcoal pants. They're not black, but they're not white. You look over at Zaltanna, and it's greyish, but a paler grey, so it's closer to being like white-ish colour. Rhal is not bright white, but it's tainted. Let's put it like that. It's very, very similar to Zaltanna's. Balance. Oh, this is the tricky one.
I am curious what your interpretation of my morality is.
Balance
like yellow snow.
It's like snow. No, it's not.
I said yellow snow.
Out of everybody here, it's probably a little brighter, a little lighter than anybody else's. But there's literally a kind of greyish stain, just as if you're looking at like the hole and someone's like dropped there's like a ring mark of coffee or something on there. There is a darker stain there too, but it's not black. No one's here is particularly black. The darkest one will be Lirel's from your companions.
I'm a yin yang.
You're a yin yang. Not quite. Don't think Marnak, I'm telling you, is evil. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know. I'm making a joke on my name, Balance. You're welcome.
Okay. I like it. I approve.
Father Westpike could also see a creature of shadow fleeing from Balance's position back toward the way the party came into the darkness itself.
Ferrati is dark. There are swirls of lightness in there. It's more like someone's still mixing paint. There are some light in there, but it's mostly dark. It's mostly just chaos in there. Are you looking at anyone else in this room?
Yeah, as my eyes kind of follow the dark spot that leaves the room, my eyes wander over to Rowena.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the aura is gray. Not entirely evil, but darkening at a very rapid pace. Similarly to how Father Westpike has seen the aura of children inside of a pregnant individual who might perhaps be evil and the child would not be evil, this aura is conflicted. There is a morally gray trying to do good aura that is Rowena, but there is also a second one, blackened and charred, just underneath her skin. The blackened aura was not centralized in any one place on Rowena, but was throughout.
I'm gonna take my bonus action and my movement action to slowly turn around and look up at the spirit, at the wailing lady and the name's stolen from me.
Valen?
Yeah, Ferrati. Yeah.
Ferrati is black chaos with like swirls of lightness in there. It's just chaos to look at it.
And I think I'm changing her name, the wailing lady.
Shrieking lady.
Shrieking.
Screaming lady. Either or. Wailing, I guess that fits too. Her aura is mostly light. There are, again, kind of like stains, but not concentrated. It's mostly light there.
Yeah. Father Westpike kind of just, like, his hands kind of droop to his side as he realizes what he just did, and he's trying to steal his brain, trying to get back into the fight, like, oh, Jesus, no. And I'm gonna say that's my turn. Next turn, I'm gonna act normally.
Okay. I just need to throw this out there. The most evil thing in this room is in Rowena. I just learned that. All right. It's now Ferrati's go.
Ferrati's many legs swiped at all those around her, but only one was able to connect with its target, batting Rhal across the chest, sending him back flying 10 feet, taking 11 damage.
11 damage.
11. As black ichor spewed forth from one of the eyes, Zaltanna and Elias were now both forced to make dexterity saving throws.
Natural 20.
Oh, damn.
He dodged.
18.
Both of them were able to dodge out of way. The ichor was quite disgusting and filthy. It gave off a smell, but its true effects were able to be avoided. thus ending Ferrati's turn.
All right. During this, the Spectre has managed to free his other arm and is now beginning to work on his on the bindings around his ankles. As the Spectre sits up, for those of you who aren't used to seeing him like this, pretty much all those horrible, nasty creatures that are wiggling around in the sockets in his face just begin to like fall and drip onto the floor. It's kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie. The Shrieking Lady herself is beginning to move around the room, and she's heading towards Balance's position, but she's not going to make it there in this round. Okay, Elias.
Well, I still have a weird, gross god in front of me, so time to attack.
Okay. I want her soul so bad.
21 to hit with 10 damage. And then I'm going to do it again.
Pummeling.
19 with 9 damage.
I'm going to ask, where are you concentrating your punches or your blows? Are you going to try and help them dig down to the brain of this creature?
I'll help. So I hop back up on the plinth and head over to Rhal and just start... instead of punching, I'm grabbing and yanking on the hole.
Okay, cool.
To tear it open.
You're acting like the chest crackers, the ones that pull them further apart.
Yep.
That's disgusting and amazing.
Oh yeah.
All right, what was your total damage?
It was 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay, that's disgusting and amazing.
And I'm also gonna use a key point to activate patient defense.
Okay. Next up is Rhal. You currently have 3 people going to town on this, like, the sockets of this eye stalk that had been ripped out previously. Someone's trying to be a chest cracker. Someone's making it larger with a sword. And then there's Rhal just, like, going to town, shoving his fist in the hole. What do you want to do, Rhal?
I think I'm going to walk over to the Spectre and help free him the rest of the way quicker. Just to speed up that process. And I'll use acid on the spider web and pull it with my hands.
Okay, can you make a strength check for me, please?
Yep, let's see.
Not at disadvantage because you're using thingy and because the Spectre is helping you. So.
19.
Oh yeah, you managed to help bust him free like there's no tomorrow. At the end of your go, the Spectre is completely free. And he looks at you with eye sockets. You're not really sure where these centipedes or these maggots are coming from, or these bloat flies or anything. There just seems to be a never-ending source of them, but he turns those empty sockets to you and he just nods and bows his appreciation. That's gross. That's amazing. Okay.
Great.
Nice. Good to know. Okay. Balance.
Hi.
Balance. Hey. What do you want to do?
It's working, so, I'm gonna command to strike Zaltanna again and be like, keep going, it's working.
Again!
Again!
What?
Another one. What?
Again. What?
This is when we learn that Zaltanna has hearing problems.
It's all that thunder.
It's all that
I bring down so much thunder, you guys. It's literally insane.
I'm gonna write this down on a board somewhere because holy fuck, that's awesome.
So yeah, Zaltanna, go ahead and do 2 more of those advantage murder. Oh my god! Oh no!
Is it a crit?
I don't feel good.
Oh my god, here it goes. Here we go.
Is it a natural 20?
Oh boy. Okay. Holy shit.
Yes.
There's a lot of celebrating and no answering.
Okay, what I'm gonna do,
It's a crit.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do
God.
the first hit. I'm gonna do the second hit first because I think narratively it sounds cooler. Okay. All right. So you slash down with your sword, and you do a bit of a wiggle and a bit of a twist and a turn, and you manage to make this like hole much larger, and you basically like kind of half step up on one of these spindly leg things and use it as a pushing post, and you push yourself up and you ram Kalimon hard down into like the skull brain area of this thing, and you just hear Kalimon saying,
You did ask me to bring the thunder.
and then you just hear an explosion as he casts Thunder Wave as she crits. Holy shitballs. So as you slash down, you cause 13 slashing damage, but the thunder wave just blows a hole in the side of the head of this creature for 43 damage.
Oh, God.
So that's 64 total damage on that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
This is why I do that.
This is why I love being Zaltanna so much. Oh, God.
And with
You are the weapon of my distraction.
and with that, the body and the brains of this creature just fly out everywhere. Eyes just go everywhere. Legs just like basically break off in various places and just fly absolutely freaking everywhere in a giant circle of destruction. And you're all coated from head to toe in pieces of spider and pieces of eye stalk and eye goo and stuff. It's pretty disgusting and gross. But congratulations, Zaltanna. Callan Morn has managed to absorb the spirit of a dying god.
Yes! I'm putting that in my notes. My note.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
I
Also,
can't wait
I'm
for
now-
that to wreck your party.
I'm now at 16 souls. I'm going to add one as a dying god in my notes.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay.
This is
it.
I've gotten everything I could have possibly wanted out of this crossover.
Honestly, that is the best way for her to have died.
Oh.
Okay, as you slam this down and you explode and crash, the world around you cracks and breaks. The stone plinth around you just breaks into pieces, and it looks as if the world itself has been put through some sort of crystal. Everything is refracted and broken. It begins to pull itself apart. You guys are still floating, but this is the immediate effect of what has just happened. What are you guys doing?
Oh, God.
I can't do anything right now. I'm just too happy to think of things.
Balance is going to run over, and he doesn't even care. He's just going to embrace Ninverna. Just grab her in a big hug.
She puts
He doesn't-
her arms around you, but they pass through you. She's still a spirit. But you see her head form, and for just a moment as she passes through and then pulls back away from a hug that can never be, you see her face whole, and then you see it crack, and then you see light coming through, and then you see her head explode all over again, and then slowly retract back into a red mist, and then back into a face. And this keeps repeating. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I'm screaming at Marnak in my head.
Marnak?
Help, help, help. What do I do? Marnak, help. Please, please, help. I don't know what to do. Help.
There isn't room in here for 3.
Oh, God.
There
Zaltanna, Rhal, one of you, please.
There is a small red light that appears atop the remains as you pull your sword out, and at the very end of it, as you pull it out, there is a small red light. And as you pull your sword down, this red light stays in place. Githa drops Rowena to the floor and runs over and grabs this small red light, and her face becomes a contorted mask of pain. What, Travis? You're making faces at me. I'm scared.
No, you're doing good. I was just doing visuals.
Oh, okay. Thank you. She grabs this small piece of red light, and you see her face twisting and taut, and you hear a small gasp of pain, but she forced it down. And she runs back over towards Rowena, and she shoves this small light into a pestle and mortar and begins to work on it. All right.
When she ran away from Rowena, Father Westpike glared at her as he ran back to Rowena, thinking she was abandoning her.
Oh. As Githa grabs the red light and you see her face become a contorted mask of agony, you hear words coming out from her mouth, but they're not in Githa's voice. It's in the strange clacky voice, kind of like movement screams that you heard from Ferrati herself. And frozen there as an image, you hear the following words. The TLD crew, you guys hear, the blissful eclipse already walks in your world. The Dark Dice crew hear, a new herald comes to awaken the nameless god. I want everyone to make perception checks.
Woo! Nat 20, 23.
14.
Nat 20.
18.
What the fuck?
Damn, Zaltanna.
God, I'm shaking right now. Can you guys see this?
Like I say.
Oh my God.
All right.
I'm
21.
I literally can't stop smiling.
You say the nameless god?
Elias.
It's an 18.
Cinder.
12.
And the rail got high. Okay, anyone who beat a perception of 15, you hear both of those phrases, one after another, almost as if they're layered, but you can make out each sentence separately. And for those of you who pass, you also hear additional phrases being said all at once. Beware the haunting, she is near. The dark below will become the dark above. Jump not into the oblivion, but into the light of sacrifice. You seek him, but he is among you. You hear all these phrases all at once, but you're able to differentiate them all. For those of you who failed, you heard the one phrase that I told you. And then, Githa.
Now! Thank you. Sorry.
As Githa's body is returned back to her function and the last of Ferrati dies from this world, and the world continues to crack further, she reaches to the corpse and grabs a few things and runs back over to Rowena with the red light in one hand and two really disgusting looking things in the other. Now I'm handing everything back over to you.
We have maybe, I would say, 10 minutes until this world is gone, but you've all been very helpful. I would to offer you something you would not have seen.
The crone approached the deflated eye near Rhal's feet. She picked it up and passed it to Rhal. She swiftly moved to the other eye socket, ripping the eye from its place and squeezing the juice out. She passed the deflated shape to Lyral.
These are the eyes of the dreamer. They can help you. They will be useful, yeah? Powerful ingredients, tools of magic. Now, I want to make sure you have this before we leave. And on the topic of leaving, you may say your goodbyes, and when you are ready, I will guide you back to your worlds as the goddess is no longer keeping us here. The former goddess, yeah.
Zaltanna's gonna walk over to Balance and be like, okay, how do we do this?
How do we do this?
You're the one who read the fucking books.
I'm asking out of character.
You would know that your attempts, what you just tried to do, try to hug and basically be at peace with what is going to happen, is probably the closest thing you could get to getting them to agree to join you. But as Marnak said, you already share an entity.
Zaltanna, please, just embrace her. Take her in. We'll try to get her out of you as soon as we can, but please, we can't leave her here. Balance is like visibly shaking. There are tears in his eyes mixing with the blood that already poured out earlier.
Zaltanna pats you on the shoulder and goes up and goes, okay, I hope you're ready for a big hug. Gives the ghost lady a hug.
It's completely painless. As you step forward to give her a hug, she looks up at Balance and you see her face reform one last time. But it doesn't break or crack this time. It just fizzles out and you see a small white-ish light with some stains float into the back of Zaltanna's head. And Zaltanna, you feel the presence of someone else, but they are constantly screaming in pain.
Cool. This is great.
Mm-hmm. Migraine-inducing, yo.
As Valen lifted his hand up, he realized that it too was transparent.
Valen? I look at myself or others. Does anybody else seem to be doing this?
Around the party, just those two. However, the woman from before, Chef Caulfield, disappeared around the time the hallway vanished.
She disappeared. She was basically left behind on the beach.
Yeah.
She walked through with them.
Stayed behind.
She never made it into this room.
Valen, what is happening?
I thought it was a dream, but apparently it was not. There were bandits on the road. It was not so nice. That is why I have not seen you for so long. If you would allow me, you see what they have done. Maybe we could do the hug thing, and would that be possible? Would you help me come back?
Spike grabs grabs at his shirt and goes, "Is my family okay? I've been hearing rumors."
I will tell you if you help me.
Valen, if I help you and you've been lying to me, I will crush you, whatever you're left.
That is agreed. I will agree to these terms.
All right. Father Westpike embraces him. Jeez. Motherfucker.
Have you said your goodbyes, then? Oh, my powers are returning, and I can vote you back to your respective worlds. Yes, I see some of you need to go one way, while others the other.
I believe this is where our paths lead astray. Balance. I'm sorry. I don't know what I saw, but I know what I saw, but it was a lie. You and your friends are not... You and your friends are better than I am. I'm sorry for what I did. I hope you find your path, and may Pelor guide you the brightest path.
Balance gives a shaky nod. Thank you.
There's one more thing. Yeah, this is a problem for you. Your friend, Rowena, your cousin, you asked, and well, she has become somehow prey to the baleful effects of a very odd creature of law called the Silent One. This is a curse. You have upon you two options. Well, three, I suppose. The most beneficial outcome for all of us is to simply leave the girl here. This is a pocket dimension, and when it crumbles and ceases to exist, all within it shall also cease to exist. This will completely rob the abyss of a powerful agent. The world, our world, their world will be safe from its influence, and well, perhaps its coming might delay for centuries more. Alternatively, for a heavy cost, she could yet live. However, the dark powers would certainly survive as well.
This is not a question. Githa, she is coming with me, one way or another. You said 3, though.
Well, third option does not make sense. You would simply let the curse run its course, transforming her completely into a creature of unspeakable evil. This would be ill-advised.
No. I will save her from the Silent One.
Well then, I must ask if this cost is willing to be paid.
She glanced at Sindri, a sinister glint in her eye.
What is the cost?
I cannot tell you, for I do not know. But I know it is powerful and horrible.
I'll pay that price.
It is not yours to pay. It is hers. But...
The old woman quickly plucked the light from the mortar and pestle, placing it in the third socket on Rowena's face. Color slowly returning to Rowena's face, she began to stir and awaken. And Rowena is awake.
She looks around, wide-eyed.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Rowena?
She looks up at him and she looks like she's trying to form a word and then shakes her head and starts again. I think I'm probably okay. But we need to get out of here.
Yes, we do.
And Lear looks at both of them. Not before I find Finley. Can she start looking around? Because there were a lot of various specters, spirits in there when they came in. So are they still there?
Roll a d20. Some are still dispersing. You can roll a d20.
Okay.
It's a luck check, unmodified.
So I have a 13.
13. Leroy fails to find him, because he is in fact not among the spirits present.
The world fractures a little bit more, it shudders, and you see the gaps between reality just get further and further apart. Now you can see through the gaps more clearly. You can see shimmers of something like refracted light. They're all different, but you feel maybe some of them may be a draw towards you.
The air is literally cracking around the party as well, not just the walls of the place. And as one particularly large piece shatters before them, a formless light pierces the void. Keitha motioned toward Balance.
That is your way home.
We should go.
Wait, there's something I've got for you. Rowena looks around inside her bag and she pulls out 2 books. One of them Sindri recognized as her journal. The other one he would recognize as her book of song. And she takes the book of songs over and she gives it to Rhal. Not particularly worried about how terrifying he looks. And she says, You all seem to help. I've got no other way of thanking you. Here. And she pushes the book of songs into his hands.
Oh, thanks. I don't have much here. He gives you the healing potion that Kythia made.
She looks at the potion and she pushes it back into his hands and she says, No, this is a thank you for what you did. I can't take that. I didn't earn it. You need to go. Look, you're late. As she points over to the light as it's flickering.
Rhal looks over at Balance and Zaltanna and the Spectre.
The Spectre looks pretty weak. Yes, he is a skeletal creature, but he looks weak. And he nods his thanks over at you and looks towards the portal.
We have a soldier ferry back to the other side.
Thank you, Spectre.
He nods.
I didn't expect to be pulled in.
And he looks at the remains that you guys blew apart.
I didn't expect to be pulled in, but we got what we came for.
And he looks over at Balance and then at Zaltanna.
Balance puts a hand on Zaltanna's shoulder, gives her a squeeze, and then turns to the others and says, Thank you, all of you. You've helped me more than you can possibly imagine.
Sindri smiles and looks at Rowena and goes, No, I think I can imagine.
Yeah, this is all great and mushy.
Do you know what? I like you.
The room shuddered a little bit more.
Yeah, Rhal's going towards the portal, and he looks back at the Spectre, and he just says, If you could tell Ama just that I love her, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to fix it. And then I go through the portal.
Okay.
Lyriel looks at Balance and nods at him. It has been interesting traveling with you, and I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
Thank you. And Balance, as he's walking away, actually reaches into his pocket and pulls out his signet ring and tosses it over to Lyriel and says in Undercommon, If you ever find yourself in the land of Bikron, find me. It'll be nice to see a friendly face again. And then walks through the portal.
Zaltanna looks at everybody, then she looks at Elias and goes, Thanks for the booze, and walks away. It was nice meeting you all.
And with that,
I gotta go deal with this screaming lady in my head now.
Yeah, with that, the 3 of you, your Spectre friend and Kruna, you all step through the portal. You get a strange floating feeling in this darkness. You can feel each other nearby, and you all head towards the shattered vision of Bikron. As you step through the portal, you step onto solid ground, and a blast of cold air greets you, tinged with the acrid smell of fire. The sight before you shows that a small amount of time has passed. The 2-story rundown building shows scorch marks upon the stone walls. The vines and the flowers that choked it now smoulder. The air is heavy with the scent of burning leaves, and it's cold, so cold. The sky above is dark with heavy clouds, and as you step on through, the spectre fizzles and blinks out of the physical realm, whispering,
I'll see you soon.
to Rhal. Balance. You sense that the presence here that you felt when you first arrived is now gone. Its effects are no longer reaching across all of existences. Rhal, you stand there holding the really gruesome remains of a god's eye and a small music book. And the sound of Nympherna's screams echo within Zaltanna's mind. It's a sound that seems to just go on, and is causing you no small amount of pain. And as you guys look around at the surroundings, the familiar surroundings of Bikram, the darkening clouds now begin to dissipate, the fires are going out, and warmth begins returning as the spectre leaves your plane. And you see someone lying in the grass, hair long and grey, arms reaching out to where the portal was, the portal that's now closed behind you. The old man's cloak is gently smoking from the various hits of the fire rain, and the cloak belongs to Caden. Hi, I'm Volley.
Hi, I'm Travis.
Thank you very much for bearing with us on this random, crazy, co-GMing, cross-podcasting event. This was crazy, fun, and stressful.
Sanity testing, insanity, stress, and all the things. And Oh my gosh, a lot of work went into making it happen.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't want to tell you how much work behind the scenes went into this.
I really enjoyed being able to say, like, oh, and here's the description of the thing. All right, go, Volley.
yeah, it's like, I'm going to set this all up. You've got this right, Volley. I'm like, yeah, this is great. All right, so we'll do the outro. So Twitter, you can find the Lucky Die podcast at TLD Pod.
And Dark Dice at Twitter, at Dark Dice Pod.
At Twitter.
At Twitter.
At Twitter. We want to say thank you to our lovely patrons. We want to give a shout out to Fane, Phian. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. I do it every time I try and pronounce it, but you do amazing artwork, and thank you so much for being a supporter.
Seriously, Patreon makes shows like The Lucky Die happen, and it creates more content for the future. So please do support them. They're awesome.
Yeah. Other than that, there's our network. So if you like more actual play stuff, go check out the Spark Network, who are our home and took us in when we had nowhere else to go but a twinkle in this milkmaid's eye.
And also feel free to check out some audio dramas either at thewhitevault.com. You have to put the or else you get the refrigerator website. Or the libertyendures.com is the other website for more audio drama experiences. Or however you listen to podcasts, just look up Liberty. And it's probably the one that doesn't look political.
Yeah, it's amazing and awesome, and pretty much everyone who has been on the Dark Dice is pretty much on it. Yeah, I think so. That's right, almost give or take, apart from our Drew.
Yeah. And we also snuck Rhal in there once or twice.
We did, yeah. Good job, man. Good job. All right, other than that, please go check out the Dark Dice podcast, which is hopefully launched by now.
Oh, it will have definitely launched by now, wherever now is in the future.
Definitely go check out the Dark Dice podcast, partly because I'm on it, but partly because it's fucking amazing.
Yes, come for the hurdy-gurdy, stay for Volley.
Come for the hurdy-gurdy, listen to me do more terrible Scottish accents. All right, guys, in that case, thank you very much for listening in, and we will catch you next week where we don't have our guests. It'll be sad, but life goes on.
The Spark Network, imagine what your idea can do?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes. Good
job. Is that it?
Yes.
The Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. As well as pirating. It was almost the what's in your wallet, but it was imagine what your idea can do.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. All right, we can definitely hit stop. Neil can deal with this travesty.
The Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. Keitha raised her staff, spinning it in a circular motion until a physical doorway of darkened wood formed. The old crone motioned once again.
Come, you are all short, except for you, Tollis. You must hunch like me. Come.
She hunched through the opening.
I quickly grab Liryl's shoulder and I go, Finley, what did he look like?
Keitha hisses.
He still lives, you fool.
Someone's getting sassy over here.
Oh.
I look very interested in what I just heard.
Death is not the end for some.
Where is he?
Come, we will speak later. This place is falling apart around us.
Is he here?
No.
And Sindri turns around, grabs Rowena by the shoulder, and walks through that weird fucking portal thing.
You feel her shoulders tense very, very tightly underneath yours and your hands. So you can probably tell she's not happy, but they'll go through.
As Sindri grabbed her shoulder, he felt a strange phenomena, almost as if fingers underneath her skin raised up and touched him back.
Sindri squeezes down as if to keep the fingers steady, to crush them down. Not trying to hurt her, just kind of for his own brain's sake.
Gross.
All right. And they passed through, Elias now standing with Rhal at the edge of oblivion.
Yeah, Elias is going to be the last one through the doorway.
And with that, Cromana was no more.